Hi Aries, welcome to your Harsh Truth reading for May 15th through June 14th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. If this is about you and another person, this may resonate with their moon, rising, or Venus sign also. All right. This has been coming up a lot. The Hermit's been coming up a lot. Okay, so that could be Scorpio. All right, so change. A new beginning. All right, what else for, whoopsie, Aries. What else for Aries? Aries. All right, Aries, what's your harsh truth? Aries. Temperance, that could be Sagittarius. Knight of Cups, that could be, who could that be? That could be Scorpio. Empress, that could be Taurus or Aries. Knight of Wands, that could be Leo. Strength, that could be Leo. The Moon, that could be Pisces or Cancerian. This one's coming up a lot too, the Moon. Seven of Cups. All right, little guys. Okay, stop it. Okay, there we go. Whoopsie. Eight of Cups. Okay. One, two, three, four. 4 out of 7 major arcana. So, okay, Aries, what's going on with you? With that intimacy here. Why? Oopsie. Gosh dog it. Cards keep flipping on me. Okay, what's this Knight of Wands about for Aries? What's this Knight of Wands? Death. Okay. What's this Knight of Cups? Aries. 5 of Cups. All right. What's this Empress about? You're wanting a break is what you're wanting. 4 of Pentacles. That one jumped. What's this Empress about for Aries? What's this Empress about here? Ace of Pentacles. What's this Strength card about? Oh, wait a minute. Are you wanting to apologize to somebody? Oh, what's this Strength card about? Aries. What's this Moon card about for Aries? This Moon card. Knight of Swords. All right. It's like the reversal of, I think it was either Leo or Libra. But, okay, so it feels like you're wanting to apologize or at least move on from, for the Aries that I'm reading for, I know I'm going to get flamed for this because typically this doesn't come up, but it feels like you have had time to think about something and you are sad about it. You have regret about the situation and would like you would like to be given another chance, or at least to talk to somebody about something. And look, I've come full circle on this. I realize something. Can we at least talk? And you've got someone that's pretty despondent and hurt over this that just doesn't want to take that chance right now. They really feel like they need to, you feel like you need to wait it out. Like you need to give it some time because everything kind of happened quickly, or like having some time to think about it. You're like, oh, and your person just wants to get some distance from it, period. They're looking for safe, solid ground, and they need time to think. You feel like you've had time to think and you would like to talk about it. You're going to accept this person's decision, whatever it is, but you want a chance to at least say what you have to say. You feel like, okay, just, I need to be able to say what I have to say at least. You have to give me at least that. And I know a lot of you are going to be like, that's not me, it's reversed. fair. That's totally fair. It very well could be. But this feels like you've come full circle on something. You've got some perspective, and your person is not there yet. They just want distance from this, and they feel like they just need to not right now. They're in pain. I don't feel like you are. I feel like you've moved beyond that, but it feels like they're still dealing with it, and they're still really hurt over whatever this is. What else for, whoopsie, Aries. Aries. Four of Wands, good for you. What else for Aries? Okay, that's what it is, isn't it? Okay, so whoopsie. Doggone it. They're just jumping out all over the place. What else for Aries? Okay, so here's the thing. Six of, and this one jumped out. So you are of the mind that, hey, I've moved through this. There was a lot of good about us, or I feel like I at least need to explain myself, and I hope you give me that chance. But I will accept whatever decision you have after you hear me out. I think that's fair. You are fully ready, honestly, to accept their decision. You just want to be able to say what you feel led to say. They are not of the mind of giving you that chance right now. They will, but honestly, it's going to be out of your time frame. We're looking at 6 months before they're going to be ready to hear anything from you. That's how kind of like they are about this. So this is someone who really does want some time and some distance from this. And by the time they're ready to hear what you have to say, it feels like you already have moved on. You've come full circle, and you have a different perspective now, and you'd like to, I think you feel really good about where you're at, and you're like, okay, I'm ready now. And your person's like, I can't, it's either too late, or I just need safety and security right now. I have to know that I can trust somebody beyond a shadow of a doubt. And I don't want to give a second chance because it makes me feel too vulnerable and hurt to do so. It's too scary for me to have to give you a second chance. To be fair, that is kind of more about them and their dynamic or situation than it is with you. There might have been some hurt feelings and some issues and something happened, but the fact that they don't want to hear you out is more about what's going on, what else is going on in their life, not just what you did. This is someone that's just got a lot going on, and they need to feel like they're in control of something in their life. And they certainly don't need anything that's making them feel more vulnerable or having to worry about something or more out of control. And I think kind of going back and forth with you or talking about things would actually make them feel worse than better, because they're really looking for a safe place to land. And not that they're a user or they're bad. It's just that what happened with you was not the only thing going on. There was a lot of other stuff, and they're just like, oh my God, I can't. So to be fair, they're really wanting just safety and shelter right now. And it's kind of like mismatched. I feel like there's this noble attempt to kind of be diplomatic about things on your end, where they're still kind of emotional about things, and they're not ready for that. So, because I think you would be willing to hear that and be receptive to how they feel, but I don't think you'd want to stay there or give it time. I think you'd be more willing to give it time when you two are apart. But if you had to kind of enter back into an arrangement with this person, or kind of start talking situationship, and they were still really leery of you or grieving or whatever, that you guys wouldn't be going anywhere. So apart from Ronageddon and people sheltering in place anyway, there's a distance here that is going to take time to bridge. You're ready for it. You're ready to be diplomatic about it and talk. They're not there yet. They're still hurting. They're still just wanting shelter and safety, and for something in their life to kind of settle down and go right. And talking with you about something like this would complicate things for them more than it would resolve. Yeah, okay. So this feels like someone that's just still in the throes of grief about this. They're not ready to be kind of level-headed and look to the future about things. Okay. All right. What else for, whoopsie. What else for Aries? Four of Pentacles. Good for you. It also feels like that you kind of knew that going in, that it could be a 50-50 chance if they'd be receptive or not. And you're like, well, that's okay. It's nothing, like it's no skin off my back that they weren't. Not that like, well, I don't care. I'm not talking about being cavalier, but it's not going to send you into the throes of despair or grief if they're not willing to hear what you have to say. Everything else, for the Aries that I'm reading for, your life is pretty okay. Like you're on much more solid footing than your person is. So you're kind of able to kind of take the knocks and the pings with this, and you've come full circle. You're past the grieving part of it or the emotional part of it, which they aren't yet. So that's why I think you're much more level-headed, for lack of a better word, about this than your person would be. For Aries. Yeah. Purification, water, emotional cleansing, and rejuvenation. Whoopsie, hello. So this is, if this feels like, okay, if nothing else, just time is what's needed, because there's an imbalance here. You're past that, or at least you've got a good handle on it. Like you're able to balance it with kind of logic and intuition and emotional clarity. Your person is not yet. Again, by the time they are, it feels like that ship will have sailed. Train left the station, ship will have sailed. Yeah. So, but it can be revisited if you want. Now is not the time, because I don't think them withholding from you would suit after a while. I think you'd get tired of having to be waiting for them to kind of come around, and your insertion back into their life would make them even more wary. And you're just like, okay, at some point you have to open up and trust me again. We can't move forward or move beyond this unless you do. And that's, for them right now, that would be too tall of an order. So it's going to depend on whether you are going to want this in 6 months, because honestly, it feels like about 6 months. They're just not going to be ready to talk until then. And there's still a deep attachment. They are grieving. They miss you. There's still that attachment, but they're trying to safeguard themselves and trying to protect themselves. So that's why they're just like, I can't even talk to you right now. I like that you're going to accept their answer at face value, though, because that's a respectful, decent thing to do. It's not like, let me rescue you or save you. No. Because then you'll have someone that always is going to mistrust you just a little bit, and you're always going to have to prove yourself and always be working for that, for them to open. It's like, that's too, nah. Have somebody show up on their own volition. That's where the magic is. What else for Aries? King of Wands, that could be Sagittarius, and we've got the Hierophant. Normally I'd do it like this. I'd always turn it clockwise, but I'm leaving it like this because this is still, it's like it's in process. This is something that is kind of, you're still in the thick of it, per se. This is the issue. You're not over it. You're not still emotionally invested in grieving, and you're kind of, this is basically what the issue is that you're going to leave that hanging in the balance, but and still be open if this person would like to talk to you about what's going on, but it's not going to stop you from moving forward. You waiting for them would not suit. You have accepted things as they are, and very well could be with or without this person, and you're open to both outcomes, but you're not going to wait. As far as just kind of sit and they might be in the back of your mind while you go about your daily life for the next 6 months or whatever, but you're not going to stop everything and just wait till they come back around. That would not suit at all the Aries that I'm reading for. No. So it's funny because it's not like you're going to stop thinking about it or holding a space for this person, but you're not going to wait. It's like you want the chance to say what you're going to say, and then let them kind of do what they're going to do with it. And if they want, great, they can reach out and you can start talking again. But if not, then there's your answer, and you're willing to accept both. You just want the chance to say it. Good for you. Okay. I did all the things. Okay. Okay, I hope this was helpful. I'm glad that you're not letting this waylay you. Like you got a good perspective about it because you just want a chance to be heard and you understand, you understand what the situation is, but you groveling is not going to amount to anything for either of you. It's just going to make the person go, well, you're just doing that. Like, there's just no way they can trust you right now. It's just, they're better just left to their own devices so they can kind of do their thing and work through it. You're on the other side of it. When they get there, it'll be up to you whether you want to, because they will be ready to talk, but we're talking like 6 months, 5 or 6 months. Okay, all right, enough. I keep going round and round. Okay, all right. I hope this was helpful, Aries. Much love to you. Thank you for your service. If you're an essential worker or first responder, I hope to see you in the next reading. Okay, you take care.